Hello, I'm Dr. Mohua Bhattacharjee. Today we will be taking oligopoly market, the price leadership model. As the price leadership model itself determines, it is something the leader will be determining the price and the follower will be following it. This model is considered to be the much more acceptable one relative to the cartel model, whatever which goes into the market, because cartel needs some rigidity. In the cartel form there is less freedom among the member firms, but in the price leadership model there is relatively more freedom is there. It is only the price which the firm takes, the follower takes based upon the leader's price, and then determines its own quantity, own decisions. So it is much more practical into the world, and it goes into the market. So then in the price leadership model there are three broad categories of the price leadership model. One is price leadership model with the low cost firm. By the low cost firm, then we have got the price leadership model by the dominant firm, and then third we have got the barometric price leadership. Now the question is that the first one, if we take up, that is called the price leadership model by the low cost firm. So it is understood that if A and B are the two firms which is into the industry, and A has relatively low cost due to any reason, either it has got a cheaper resources, or it has got a relatively better R&D, or it has got a better exposure in resource endowment, whatever it is, it has got relatively less and it is cheaper in relation to the other cost of other firms, then automatically that firm, whatever price that firm determines, it becomes the leader, and it is closely monitored by the other firm that what that specific firm is doing. So the low cost firm that's why is the one, the low cost firm leadership is the one in which relatively the firm which has got a less cost. And now this less cost price leadership also can be discussed in the two ways. It can the low cost firm leader can have an equal market share, or it can have an unequal market share. If it is a low cost firm model with an equal market share, then it means that all the member firms, whoever has taken the leader's price, will be distributing the total output equally as in relation to the leader. And in the unequal market share, the price of the leader is the one in which the leader is the one who has got low cost, and the market will be shared unequally. So this is something which is very two broad categories by which the leadership model is discussed. And so in the one we have got an equal market share. If the OX is the total output which is produced, then and OX1 and OX2 will be the two output which will be produced by the member firms based upon, and the price will be of the leader. So suppose X1 producer is A, who is a leader because his cost of production is less, then, and X2 is the follower because his cost of production is relatively higher, but he will be accepting the price of the OX of the A firm and will be producing the equilibrium output of the firm A when determined as OX1. And so that's why the follower will not have the independency to expect to produce that output which is equilibrium for him considering the MCMR situation, but he will be accepting the equilibrium situation of the MCMR of his leader, and will be taking the price of the low cost firm leader. This is something when the market sharing is equal. Just the opposite in another case, which we will be having a separate demand curve and separate marginal revenue curve, and we will be having an MC curve, in which what we will be having that each of the firms will be taking up the same price, but they are producing the output as equilibrium output which themselves is determined. For their individual equilibrium output has been determined, will be produced by them, and the price will be of the leader. So this is something which is the two broad category, and it is called the model of the low cost price leadership. So this is very traditional form of leadership model in which the market is shared equally or unequally. So we have got and it is followed quite a number of places also. But now the next form of the leadership is called the dominant price leadership. In the dominant price leadership, it is something like that. A firm is considered to be dominant in the sense that it might be for any reason. It might be due to the large in size, or it is in the market for a long time period, or it has got a very good repo in the market. So this kind of lots of things. If you can take up a shoe market, then in the shoe, Nike or Puma or whoever enters, we know that they have got already a good say on the market, so they dominate when they enter. So that's why they are called the dominant price leadership, because they have got a good shares in the market, they have got a good good investments into the market. So this kind of things makes them, it's a mental condition, or it might be an investment matter, it might be anything that in that specific area. If you talk about the market share, if you talk about the area of any one particular product, yes, this XYZ company is always there and they are the leaders. So this is called the dominant price leadership model. In this dominant price leadership model, what happens, the leader, the small firms and the large firms are the two categories in through which prices is determined. So the large firms are the large firm is the dominant firm. Suppose, for example, if we say that that in the dominant price leadership model, we have taken the largest firm as to be the dominant, the leader. So now this and it has been determined that the more the price is higher, the more the price will be set by the leader. And as the price will be going down, the small firms will be the higher the price, more the followers will be setting. So we can explain it in much more detail through a diagram, the dominant price leadership.